The people like,
damn, that's a cold-ass honky.
Rolling in hella deep, heading to the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, set my gator shoes, those are green. Draped in a leopard mink, girl standing next to me. Probably should've washed this, smells like R. Kelly's sheets. But shit, it was 99 cents. Copping it, washing it, about to go and get some compliments. Passing up on those moccasins, someone else has been walking and bummy and grungy. Fuck it, man, I am stunting and flossing and saving my money, and I'm hella happy, that's a bargain, bitch. I'ma take your grandpa style, No, for real, ask your grandpa, can I have his hand-me-downs? Velour jumpsuit and some house slippers, Dookie Brown leather.
Welcome, everybody, to Wrestling Talk Now. It is WTN Rumble Bash 2. And we are here at, I'm going to say 9515 Hochelaga.
That's right. Hey, look at that.
It took me 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. It took me 2 years. We done did it. And a lot to talk about even before we get to the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
I guess let's introduce everyone here. Of course, my name is Justin JLB. To my left, to your right, maybe to my left, is of course the crazy one, Kid Crazy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rumble Bash. We're gonna have a great night tonight. Let's do this.
And of course, to my right is the main Armando, Big Red. How goes it, good sir?
I'm excited. It's Rumble Bash 2. We're here at 9515 Hochelaga. It's gonna be a great evening with great food. I'm excited.
He has no words, ladies.
I have no words.
No words.
At a lost for words.
Lost of words.
Hey, for anybody watching, you guys are more than welcome to come join us here at 95 and 9515 Hochelaga. Plenty of place, food, drinks, little Rumble pool. Come on down. So if you're watching this this live and you got nothing to do on this beautiful Saturday night,
that's it.
Come on down, baby.
Come on down. Everyone's welcome.
Everyone's welcome indeed. It's all ages. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. And of course, it's the Royal Rumble. Everyone loves the Royal Rumble. We got 2 Royal Rumbles now, so it gets even more exciting.
Yep.
Let's talk about the chaos before the Rumble.
Which one? There's chaos?
There's a bunch of chaos.
Oh, yeah?
A bunch of chaos. I got to tell you, pal.
You might just TKO me.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Hey, you got that on point. Yes, so the chaos before the Rumble Bash, there has been more allegations on Vince McMahon.
Right.
And one of the, her name, Janet something.
Grind? Janice Grind or Grant?
Janice Grant.
Yeah,
Janet Grant, I think, might be it. She had filed
a lawsuit.
She had filed a lawsuit towards Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and the WWE.
Right.
And it was also detailed.
Very detailed.
Some
very detailed.
Graphic details, yeah.
Graphic details, text messages, and it all basically just disclosed Vince McMahon and company doing various things. And one wrestler was mentioned. It is important to mention these are allegations. These aren't necessarily true, but that's what it is there. And this all just had to happen during the week of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just in time for WrestleMania season.
Just in time for the road to WrestleMania. And as of right now, technically speaking, we also got news. It was yesterday, right? Or was it earlier today? I think it was yesterday. Vince McMahon had resigned.
This morning.
From all positions. He announced it with a statement, with a press release himself.
Right.
Yep.
And TKO had announced it a bit before him, saying that he wasn't part no more of anything to do with the company and the board of directors.
Right. And he, to be honest, I don't think there wasn't another option to do that. Even if it's not true right now, I think it's the best thing to lay down and just disappear.
Yeah, because it's going to be a distraction more than anything.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Might as well just stay away from it.
And right away, Slim Jim decided to take down the sponsorship, and there was just going to be more of that going to happen in the future. So,
take down, and they actually came back on.
They announced
right.
they came back on. After Vince
stepped
resigned.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
Had resigned. So Vince is no longer part of anything WWE. He resigned from being CEO of WWE. He also resigned.
It's important to say that he firmly denies these allegations,
these
and he will
allegations, of
fight
course.
with everything he has
in court.
for his innocence. So,
And
in the sense that until proven guilty, but these are some serious allegations, some serious accusations too.
Yeah.
Because sex trafficking is no joke.
Right.
And by the details that are coming out in certain media outlets, it's some graphic stuff. So, and some detailed stuff. So, whatever happens from here on out, I think we won't be seeing Vince McMahon for quite a while unless it's in court.
Right. Or behind bars. Hey.
So maybe,
And of course, people decide to call.
And with that being said, with Vince McMahon leaving TKO WWE, it's the first time in a long time, I believe in the 1950s, that there's no McMahon in the WWE. That's saying something. That's,
true. Because no Stephanie, no Shane, no Vince Sr., and no Vince Jr. So
or no Linda either.
And no Linda
Yeah,
either. Yeah.
no McMahon's currently in WWE
So-
at the moment. That is over 50 years being controlled by a McMahon. That, like you Big Red like to say, is a new era.
It's a new era.
Oh,
and
yes.
it's something just to sit and think of that. There's no McMahon.
I do see we got a comment there. Big Red, would you like to read it?
It says, hi, it's from a Facebook user. We don't see from who, though.
Yeah, let us know who you are. I don't know. Things are silly with Facebook sometimes. Let us know who you are.
He's saying, hey, guy, looking forward to the Rumble.
Definitely. I think we all are. Even if you're just a casual fan, you are definitely excited.
And if
for
you're
the
not
Rumble.
ready for the Rumble,
Get ready, because it's coming.
you have to.
You will never be ready for anything.
Are you
And-
ready?
Of course, the other, we are almost ready to talk about the Rumble, but of course, there's the other big news. So WWE went and got themselves a deal with Netflix next year.
Say what?
Yeah, for $5 billion.
Billion with a B.
Billy with a B.
$5
$5 billion. So how this is going to play out, essentially, Netflix will be getting, for the US, Netflix will be getting Raw.
Right.
And US Network will actually have SmackDown. NXT will have CW because these contracts just recently happened. So for the folks in the States, you guys will have to watch it. And the WWE Network on Peacock. So you guys will still have to use your cable providers. However, everywhere else in the world, Canada, UK, anywhere else where you have wrestling, you will watch everything on Netflix. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT, pay-per-views.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually, and as a Canadian, I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Well, so we got the
It's a win.
confirmation that it's definitely a win for Canadians because now we have everything in one spot.
Yeah.
And that's good for us.
Yeah.
WWE Network has announced, at least in Canada, that it's going that it's closing down. So I would assume, like we were talking about the other day, that Netflix will also have, for Canada, I'm talking about, will also have the video library.
Well, most likely.
That's what we're assuming. If WWE Network is closing down, and Netflix has everything WWE concerned in Canada, I would guess the video library is there. And in Canada, we were paying how much for the WWE Network?
$15.
$15. With Netflix at around $16.99 right now.
It's gonna come to 32 something.
So it's going to be. It should be. We're just speculating
we don't know
here,
prices here,
but it should be around the $30. Anything less than $30 is great news for wrestling fans.
And with no ads.
With no ads. So we've seen these posts on Facebook and Twitter saying that Triple H's dream might come true. Triple H's dream was to bring down Raw to a 2-hour show. And now the possibilities of that, it's actually might happen because they have the how do you say, the luxury now to have no ads, and to have it on the 2 hours
and no PG. We're gonna see swearing and God knows what else.
Well,
maybe not.
We don't know because it's still a family product, right?
But there's a better chance. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a better chance of
there might be some slip-ups.
Slip-ups. A slip-up.
Right. And they they just at least won't get fined for it.
Yeah.
That's
We
all
might
that
see a
is.
nipple or two.
But keep in mind, you still got a lot of kids going to the show.
Right.
There's live events. The live events are still going to happen. That's not just going to be done skis with, So
if anything, we'll have Shawn Michaels come up and read the letter from the network.
Yeah, that's it.
Asking them not to swear.
These
are the words that are not allowed to say. And then he starts saying all the words.
I think we have an error comment.
I think that was the same one we read.
Okay, yes, it is.
Okay.
There we go.
There was one
Yes.
before that, though, but this is
So
high.
WWE and Netflix starting next year. No more WWE Network for Canadians. It will all be on Netflix for Canadians and everyone else except the States. States will still have cable providers and
Right.
Peacock. You will get to see Raw on Netflix, though. And so that is a big, big, big deal. $5 billion.
Yeah.
With a way to opt out after 5 years, though. It's a 10-year deal with a way to opt out after 5. So we will see what goes on and how good it's going to be. And also, again, with more crazy chaos, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is also part of the WWE.
True. Big.
As
Big
part
news.
of the board of directors.
And he smelled a lot of money with that.
He definitely smelled a lot of money with that. Looks like he's on the higher up with that there. Unfortunately, he had to also deal with the backlash with the Vince McMahon allegations.
Didn't he get $30 billion of shares?
30 million.
Yeah.
So for him to be on the board and to promote the company, because it's also part of the
Right.
deal, he gets $30 million in shares
Right.
from the TKO company, and he gets full ownership of his brand and name.
Yes.
Right.
Full ownership of The Rock, baby.
Yeah. So
amazing.
there was already a deal in place. He had asked when he was leaving, he had asked Vince McMahon if he could keep his name, and Vince McMahon said there was no problem. But it was kind of still WWE kind of still owned it, but they gave The Rock the leeway to use it whenever he liked.
Right.
So his deal with Under Armour, that's why you see the Brahma Bull in the Under Armour stuff. But now he totally has all ownership, full custody, we could say,
custody,
of
And
of the brand.
and if you see his name on X, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it's true.
snap.
I didn't notice that detail, but true. That's true.
And we have another comment from a Facebook user. Who do you think will show up at the Rumble? I see Okada.
Yeah, so that is heavily rumored. Okada was just at
The
TNA.
Rainmaker.
Well, now we're gonna spoil something here for Justin because Justin
Son
doesn't
of
want
a
to know.
bitch. Well, our viewers might want to not know either.
If you don't, just put
Okay,
mute
so
for
if you
like
don't
5
want to be, well, we're only gonna spoil one surprise. but
Everyone
it's
sees
to
it.
put it. It's
Yeah.
to put it. It's out there in social media. It's actually, I think,
Confirmed.
confirmed.
Right.
But it's just to put in the context of what happened with Okada. So this comment opens me the door. Okada appeared on
I have to
TNA.
comment.
Okada appeared on TNA on Thursdays.
Right.
Impact. So some people were saying, "Oh, does that throw a rock at his appearance at the Rumble?" Well, from what we've learned today, WWE has asked other promotions if it's okay if they could borrow, I guess would be a
Yeah,
word,
compete.
a superstar from the formation that would want to be in the Rumble.
Correct.
And apparently, there's some promotions that were open-minded,
Right.
And we do have the confirmation that Jordan Grace,
Right.
Grace is her last name,
Yeah.
will be, which is the Knockout Women's Champion of TNA. She will be at the Rumble tonight.
Which is
So, in that case, that means also that Okada, even though he appeared on Thursday,
Right.
very strong possibility he might appear today, especially considering that Dave Meltzer said he would never show up in WWE. So I think I'll
Dave-
give that a 90.
Dave,
I'll give a
shut up.
90% chance he shows up tonight.
Oh, Jesus. We don't got
What
a
does
Dave,
Dave
fan
know?
here.
He's gonna start rate
Is
this
it due to
too.
his messy room? Is that why you don't...
Yeah, it gives me anxiety
Oh,
watching
man.
that picture.
I mean, my room's messy too, but damn, that room is something else.
That's a lot of notes there.
Jeez.
But yeah, so that doesn't take out anything.
Nope.
Okada could be there. That's, I would say, my surprise. But my biggest surprise of all, which this is totally not confirmed and it's just speculation on my part, but it would make me really, really happy because it would make a lot of AEW fans
I know where
pissed,
you're going with this.
would be if we have the salt of the earth tonight at the Rumble, Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. If he shows up, I will lose my shit.
And I would record it on TikTok.
Yes. Probably go viral.
I mean, yes, I would love to see that. I really don't
I
think
don't-
MJF's contract is up. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
It's
it
the
was
battle
up,
of
but it
2024.
might have been renewed. That's the
Right.
thing.
But isn't he injured? Like really, really banged up?
Well, he was banged up. No,
It's-
like serious injury, but a lot of like
Okay. So there's a
hurt.
look. This is why we love the Rumble. We don't know what's gonna happen.
It's a big part of the
mystique.
the mystique of the Rumble.
Is that the
Is
right word?
that
The
is
mystique?
it's the surprise entrances. It's the beginning to WrestleMania season.
And I have a question
everything
for JLB. What the number WrestleMania are we doing?
WrestleMania 40. I honestly thought it was 39. We made a whole little bet thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, bro, it's WrestleMania 40. I'm like, dude, it's not 40. It's 39. And then, of course, I was wrong. It's 40.
It was 40.
WrestleMania 40.
Yes.
XL.
They didn't make a big enough deal for it, though.
No.
I blame the WWE. 2K Games made a big enough deal with it, with WrestleMania,
Yeah.
40 years of WrestleMania.
If you're a gamer,
I mean, if you're a gamer, I mean, I should have known. I'm a gamer too. And whoop, it's not WrestleMania 40.
yeah, finish your story is going to be the reason I'm buying this game.
Yeah. Read
We
this
have-
comment because there's more comments coming in.
It says Dave, a loser, for my Facebook user. Yes, well, we all know that.
Dave's,
Dave Meltzer. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I agree with that. Facebook.
I'm guessing this is Nelson who's talking to us. If this is Nelson, thank you for your comments. And there's another one that says, thanks for what y'all doing, Rumble. Well, you're very welcome.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, of
Thanks for
course.
the appreciation. We appreciate it.
Thanks for, exactly.
And if you guys don't know the address, 9515 Hochelaga, it just took 3 years for
2 years.
2 years
Calm
for
down.
JLB to remember it.
I'm
But,
slow. I'm not that slow. So, come on.
so yeah,
So
Okay.
that's it. So Vince McMahon allegations, see what happens. The Rock's on TKO board of directors. So now we should probably see more of The Rock. He also did comment on a potential Roman Rock Mania thing.
Yep.
We will see what's going to happen there.
we know it's gonna
He blatantly said that him and Roman at WrestleMania, plus the rest of the talent that the roster has, would be the biggest WrestleMania ever.
be right.
So
we'll see what happens.
it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting.
That and Jordan Grace, as you guys spoiled.
Is it Jordan? Jordan?
No, it's Jordan.
It's Jordan?
Yeah.
You sure? I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
I don't care. It's
It's Jordan Grace.
it's a steroid infested.
I'm 99% sure it's Jordan Grace. That's what they call it.
So that's it, and we'll go on to the Rumble because
Yep.
there's obviously 2 Rumbles and 2 matches so far. I imagine there will maybe be some more announced, but I don't know. Rumble does take at
There's
least an hour.
no pre-show match, like nothing.
I don't think so.
No?
They haven't announced anything other than those 4
I
matches.
thought I saw the Cross 6-man. No,
Karrion Kross and his new faction.
Yeah.
What are they called already?
they don't have a name, do they?
Yeah,
they-
they do
they-
have a name. It was something
Testament
stupid,
to
Well, their T-shirts a bit.
it's testament to something. I forgot.
You know,
but,
if you're religious,
but that's a pretty big faction. They could be if
Oh.
they are booked the right way.
yes.
Karrion Kross with Authors of Pain, managed by Scarlett and Paul. I don't know how to say his last name. Paul Earing.
Airing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty formidable faction there. So that should be interesting. And they're kind of in a feud with who have they been coming in
Bobby.
with Bobby Lashley
Bobby
and
Lashley
Street
and
Profits.
Street Profits.
Yeah.
So they have kind of flipped
Very
babyface,
possible that might be a pre-show match, but I mean, they're
That's what
all
I thought
in
I
the
saw.
Rumble
I
too.
could be wrong.
or maybe on Monday on Raw. Maybe it could be.
Could be.
So this is the match card for tonight. So it's a bit of an important because it kind of lets us know about some potential big things happening in the main event. So we're starting off with the women's Royal Rumble as the opening match.
Right.
Then it goes to the Fatal 4-Way, which is the heavyweight. The WWE Universal Championship match.
Which I'm
So that's
surprised
strange
that's not finishing.
that
Yeah.
they're going to do the US title after the
Right.
Fatal 4-Way,
Yeah.
and then we finish the night with the main event, which is the men's Royal Rumble. So some people say, oh, does that mean that one of the 4 people that's in the Fatal 4-Way will be in the Rumble? It's very possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes it interesting. Maybe something big will happen in the men's Royal Rumble.
Mhm.
So could it be The Rock? Could it be? And it could be anything. But at least it's going to be something big. We know that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we hope.
We hope.
Trips has disappointed us before too. So
Well, disappoint. I wouldn't say disappoint.
Some bad decisions, maybe not disappointed. Some bad decisions, but the balance tips over for the better decisions. At least
yes,
since
for
he's
sure,
been-
absolutely. No,
since
I'm
he's
not
been
going
there.
to totally go that harsh on him there, but no, I mean, we'll see. And I just selfishly, because last year the men's Royal Rumble was the one that started it off. So
Yep.
I would
Right.
imagine you're right, though. Something big is going to happen at the men's Rumble if
Yep.
it's last.
100%.
And
Mhm.
especially if the heavyweight title is second. on the card. Or maybe we have something crazy going on for the U.S. Championship. Who knows? But let's run it down. So, Women's Royal Rumble. Who you guys thinking?
To win?
Who's the surprises you think we'll see in the Women's Royal Rumble? Since apparently everything's up for grabs.
Well, Jordan Grace is one surprise, and I would throw in another surprise since Sean Ross said that Mercedes Moné / Sasha Banks will not be in WWE. I think that will be another one person that will show up today. Sasha Banks.
So just hating on Meltzer and Sapp. Huh?
Yeah, I'm hating on the so-called wrestling journalists.
I would like to see AJ Lee. To be honest.
Oh yeah,
I
would
think
definitely
that's
like to
very
see.
possible.
I think that's gonna be a big.
But I mean,
And she has teased her wrestling gear recently on social media, right?
She has teased her wrestling gear. She has teased training with
CM Punk.
Phil.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that one. So I would like to see. I always liked AJ Lee.
Yeah.
So
I mean, her promos were decent.
she
Her
probably
wrestling
would
wasn't
get.
great, but
Who gets the loudest pop?
If it's
Mercedes, Sasha Banks or AJ Lee?
AJ Lee.
Sasha Banks.
I think
AJ Lee.
I think
Oh, God, she
No.
wasn't as big as you guys think she was.
No, it's not the fact that she was big. It's the fact that
it's the return.
the return. Like we know that Sasha's gonna come back one day, but
We don't.
AJ Lee,
Technically,
we know.
I mean, we don't.
Well,
We don't.
excuse me, AJ Lee was gone for what? 10 years?
Over 10.
Over 10 years. Nobody ever thought. She's always said that she wasn't thinking about coming back to wrestling.
Right.
But CM Punk coming to WWE has maybe changed the game there.
100%.
So strong possibility. I'm sure she will never come back full time.
No.
But for a situation
One
like
time.
today in a women's Royal Rumble,
Right.
where you need 30 women to fill up the Rumble, I think would be perfect for her to make an appearance, get that pop. And I think I agree. Who's more famous? Sasha.
Right.
But who would get the loudest pop tonight?
AJ.
Would be AJ. I agree with Big
And I would love to see Nikita.
Lions, yeah, because we'll definitely see some NXT people coming up in the Rumble today.
Right.
So Nikita would be there. What about the other one? Tiffany Stratton. Probably.
Yes.
Tiffany Stratton probably makes sense.
I see her main roster after Mania.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she's ready.
She's done what needs to be done in NXT.
And of course, Jade.
Yes.
Jade
probably
Cargill.
Be coming in.
Yep.
Jade Cargill. So about time we see her. She's been signed for a hot minute. So
Is she going to be in the Rumble for long, or it's going to be an in and out thing?
no, I think she'll be there for a bit. She's.
I don't think she'll be there the longest, like a Rhea Ripley style last year. I don't think it's going to be a squash like Bushwhackers style. I think that would hurt her.
It's not going to be a Santino thing.
I think it's easy to put her in the Rumble where there's not too much one-on-one thing. So you could do some big moves, show her power a bit, show her strength, make her look strong. Maybe have 2 or 3 people join up to get her out so she still looks strong type of thing. So I think it would be the perfect time to debut her.
Right.
And I think she might have a strong showing, or they're gonna make her look strong at least.
I want to see that face-on-face with Bianca, man.
Oh yeah, and we were about to forget, and now you reminded me with that. But also Trinity / Naomi.
Yeah.
Right.
It's also a very strong possibility that we see her tonight also.
I forgot about Trinity.
So Trinity Fatu, for people that are that know her from TNA, but you probably know her as Naomi.
Follow the
from WWE, which was the Funkadelics, maybe if you really want to go back. You know what I'm saying?
Back in time. But it's a new era.
Yeah. So yes.
So we don't go back in time.
So that's pretty much the Women's Rumble. So we've said our surprises. Now let's get into who do you think is going to win the Ladies Rumble?
Who I think or who I want?
Well, you could go with both. Start with who you think, and then give me who you want.
I think it's going to be Bailey.
Okay, that's your strategic answer for who you think, and who would you want to win?
Belair.
Okay.
Just because I want her at Mania with Ripley.
Okay. Fair enough. As for you, JLB, who do you think is going to win, and who would you want?
It's so exciting because we don't know.
That's what's fun about it.
I feel like the women's is a little bit more. Even the men's too, kind of, but it's still there's so many possibilities that they have shown us though. Especially for the men's of what can go on. Will it be, Gunther versus Seth? And Will it be Punk versus Seth? Will it be Punk versus Cody?
Right.
There's a lot there. For the women's, though, I think it's Becky.
Becky, the man.
Becky Lynch. They've been throwing. I mean, then again, they're going to be in Australia in February. Maybe she can get her chance at the Elimination Chamber to face Rhea.
Right.
And I guess Bailey makes sense for EO if you keep EO to have it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing.
That would make sense too.
But the thing is that if.
But I mean, Bailey and EO.
That's it.
Is that really a WrestleMania match?
It could be. But also, there's also the story with the Damage Control and Belair as well. That's not even done yet either. And then there's also Becky and Rhea. We don't know.
I think Becky's a good pick.
Yeah, but isn't that
because she's been away from the
main
event picture for a while?
Right.
But isn't that like
with Charlotte gone? Mm-hmm. Belair basically just left the title picture not too long ago.
Right. Is that recycling the
I
idea?
think Becky Rhea at WrestleMania is money.
Right.
Yeah.
For what we got last year from Rhea and Charlotte, which is a candidate for match of the year. Not women's match of the year,
in general,
but match of the year, which full deserving. It was a great match at WrestleMania. I think Becky and Rhea can maybe not top that, but at least give us that same caliber of match.
Right. Yeah. I think we have a new comment on the bottom. Yeah. We have Ric Flair, a surprise early. Woo!
Yeah.
Not happening.
He's under contract with All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, I don't think Tony Khan would give into that. But also, oh my God, on AEW when he went into that ring. And I'm like, oh, Flair, yeah, you should be the tag team partner with Sting. Dude couldn't even walk.
He wants to die in the ring. We all die.
I mean, I know.
He's said it before, but does a company want him to die in his ring?
Exactly. Are they insured?
It's the publicity more the insurance problem, you know.
Right.
Have a wrestler die in your ring,
right?
Because he's 75 years old.
Is he 75?
Well, we're at least close.
Around there. I want Becky. I think Becky.
Yeah.
That's the question. It's gonna sound weird, and it's not gonna happen, but it would be a total, just out there.
Which is,
I want Baszler, baby.
Shayna, we know JLB here is a big fan of Shayna.
Not gonna happen, but
fair enough. It is. You were clear on who you thought was going to win and who would you like to win, and that's a perfect.
Anything could happen in the World Wrestling Entertainment.
That's it. Very well said.
World Wrestling Federation.
I guess
the world is watching.
If I were to pick who I think is going to win, I think who deserves it. Who deserves it in the title?
Are you sleeping or thinking?
No, I'm thinking. Okay, I would have to go with, even though Belair doesn't, because she was just in the title picture. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Bianca here.
Bianca
to win. I think that makes sense. She has won it already once, right?
She'll be the first woman to win it 2 times.
Oh, okay, nice. So I think I'm gonna go with Bianca as who I think is gonna win. Who would I like to see winning? I would like to see Mercedes Sasha win. I think that would be huge if she were to come back. Obviously, we know her bit of an oversized ego here, so
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because the thing is, I think Sasha is just a one-off, though. I think if she comes to the Rumble,
it's just
a Rumble, and she's going to show up in AEW.
I don't know. I don't think Triple H would just give her.
No, I think if she comes, she's definitely signed. Yeah. Maybe not to a 5-year, but maybe to a 3-year.
Because the last time we heard is that she wanted the Flair money, or Charlotte Flair money.
Yeah.
Which, we don't know how much that is, but I don't think that's.
Sounds like a lot.
That sounds like a lot.
Well,
I don't see the big difference here. You know,
Well, Charlotte's way better than
what?
Sasha.
I don't know about that. I love Charlotte, and I prefer Charlotte
That's not even a
over
question.
Sasha. Guaranteed as a wrestler, I prefer her. But to say that she's way better than Sasha,
It's not even the same continent.
That's very, very subjective.
It's also, it's proof.
It's not.
It's not proof.
It's proof.
It's not proof. It's your opinion.
Proof
No,
is in
but
the big.
My
red
opinion
plate.
of this is the proof.
My opinion is the proof.
I think.
What you guys
Sounding very Ryback.
I think.
sounds what?
Sounds very Rybacky.
Yeah, it does sound a bit right back.
Oh, is that a new word?
Feed me
Ryback.
more. But
I'm the big guy.
shout out to the big guy.
The truth comes out.
It's because listen, you guys saw like I did those Sasha Banks Charlotte Flair matches,
Right?
where they weren't that far behind from the Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair matches. I think they're maybe Charlotte is a bit over Sasha, but they're close. They're close, and maybe whatever, I don't know what Charlotte's salary is. It's definitely over $1 million.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't think Sasha deserves half of that.
No.
I think Sasha deserves closer to that. Now, that's what they say, that she asked for Flair money. I don't see why they wouldn't give it to her, because I think Triple H would prefer to have her in his roster than to have her on AEW.
But even if she goes AEW, is she a movement changer? Does she move the needle enough for us to even care that she went to AEW?
I mean, clearly for you, no.
No, in general. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she definitely
for
moved
sure.
it.
We all said Edge was gonna move the needle.
No.
I don't
I never
think we
said that. How can I say a
necessarily
46-year-old man is going to move the needle?
Yeah.
He
I
barely
mean,
can
I
move
was
his
I was
legs.
more
He wants
excited
to
to
move the needle.
see Edge in AEW, but then I stopped caring. But yeah, no, Edge was never going to necessarily move.
I
the
see
needle.
Edge and Sasha in the same boat for that.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's your opinion.
I mean, it
But
sucks.
my opinion
It's
on that opinion is
garbage.
I don't know how you compare
Where's the poubelle?
a 46-year-old
Yeah.
man
She doesn't
to a
do
30-year-old
30-something,
30-year-old.
She doesn't do nothing for me.
What does this comment say?
It says, "Opa."
Oh, that's Miguel.
That's
Probably.
Miguel. That's correct. Ding, ding, ding.
What's
ding,
up,
ding.
Miggy?
See you later tonight.
So that's why I would. That's what I would
yes.
like to see winning.
A Facebook user says, "What about Andrade?"
Andrade is a strong possibility.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely
Charlotte
coming.
Tubby. Yes.
Definitely.
Andrade is a strong possibility for tonight's Rumble, guaranteed. Does he have a chance to win? Nobody. Probably will get a medium-sized pop there.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So to say, she's Bianca is my pick, who I think is going to win, and Sasha would be who I would like to win.
For sure.
So moving on from the women's Royal Rumble, let's move on to the second match of the evening, which is the fatal four-way match for the WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the World, if you want to
That's a
pull up Paul
mouthful.
Heyman there, where Roman can lose the title without getting pinned.
Right.
And the last person to pin Roman was maybe almost 4 years ago, and it was Corbin. So,
Just
that's a
think about
strong.
that.
That's a funny thing to point out.
Yeah.
So fatal four-way, guys.
Yeah.
I think we all agree Roman keeps the belt here.
Roman's gonna stack some bodies.
I think so too.
I mean,
No,
Pack 'em
there's
and
no.
pack 'em.
There's no.
well, guys,
I mean,
look.
no,
well, no,
no.
there is.
Well, if you want a
because-
surprise, if you want a surprise,
because
that would be surprising.
You know what
That
would be
would-
surprising if he wins fair. That's gonna be.
I mean, it's a fatal four-way, so there's no DQ. He's not going to win fair.
True.
But at the end of the day, too, though, keep in mind, right? So if the rumor is Rock Roman, they don't need the title for it at Mania. So
True.
what better way than to give it to someone else? Now you have Rock Roman for the head of the table title, not a title, but you know what I mean, just for that actual mark there, and you get someone else to go along with it. LA Knight, I don't necessarily know if he's ready. Randy Orton could kind of take it for a bit.
If you
No
tell
one
me,
would necessarily be mad about that.
if you tell me that Roman loses, give it to LA Knight.
But the problem is it's going to be a transitional because no matter what. Okay, wait. It's Randy, LA Knight,
AJ.
and AJ.
Yeah.
I'll give it to LA Knight. He's the one who's more over.
And kind of AJ, did he turn last night? Again?
He's still in the middle, I think.
No, he's just kind of like, I hate everybody, but I'm like, dude,
He's New Japan AJ.
Okay, so he's like middle of the board.
Yeah.
middle of the board.
Not face, not heel.
No, right in
Doesn't
the
like
middle.
anybody, just hits everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what we saw last night. Okay, so as for LA Knight, I don't think LA Knight will be champion. I think, and I love LA Knight. I'm probably one of his biggest fans, but I don't think we're there yet for
Who
LA
hates
Knight.
him?
My mom.
Oh yeah,
But
your mom hates him.
oh yeah,
Stone Cold Reject is what you call it.
that's a good one.
Let me talk to you.
I think Randy Orton. If we're gonna have a Rock Reigns at WrestleMania, I think there's a strong possibility that Randy Orton takes it tonight in the Fatal 4-Way, and then we set up kind of a match with LA Knight and Logan Paul for the U.S. title eventually in the near future. So I
mean, unless KO doesn't win it tonight.
yeah, obviously, unless KO doesn't win it tonight, which I don't think, because KO I don't think needs the belt. He's been U.S. champion. I think it's time to move him back into type of the title picture.
Right.
A big part of that main event picture there. So I'll go. If I'd have to predict, I would have to predict Roman Reigns. But there's a strong possibility Randy Orton after an RKO pins LA Knight or something like that, or AJ after an RKO.
Yeah, I mean, look, betting picks. I'm going with Roman.
Right.
Okay, if
I'll
I'm
be
betting,
very.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be
my money's on
very.
it.
It's a good way to
I'll be
put it.
very
But
surprised if
this
Roman
is-
loses.
this is-
very.
This is
That-
the thing, though, right?
That's.
They could go so many ways too, because
Yes.
if, let's say it's for the title, right? Then what do? Roman and Reigns. He has the title. If it's for the title and it's Rock Roman, or Roman and Reigns. If it's Rock and Roman, then Roman's going to beat The Rock.
Yeah.
Because there's no point of The Rock getting the title.
No.
But then you have the story keep going on,
So
you know? And
So
then
you're
Cody
telling
doesn't
me-
finish his story again.
so wait, let me understand
Yeah,
this.
that's
If Roman loses at Mania at Rumble tonight, you're gonna tell me that Roman loses again and another big pay-per-view at Mania
well, technically,
because he's not
What-
gonna be at the Chamber.
what we're saying right now is that Roman loses the title, but does not lose the match because he will not be pinned.
But he's still losing the match.
But he's not,
Not
pinned.
pinned.
losing the title.
Right. I understand that, but he's
But he
still.
doesn't take the pin, so he's still strong.
Yeah.
Nobody has pinned him in over 4 years yet,
Right.
True.
so he could go on to beat. He could go on to beat Rock at WrestleMania in a non-title match,
Right.
Right.
and then win back the title,
Right.
and then have SummerSlam or whatever it is.
Right.
Have Cody finish the story, or at the next WrestleMania,
Or Gunther beat him in
or
Berlin.
Gunther. Gunther's a strong possibility. Gunther's also somebody that could win the Rumble. Also, strong
Yes.
possibility.
Do we have another message, or is that
No,
someone's
it's the
phone?
same one.
All right. Oh no, we have another
So
one.
I think we okay. So I think we agree, and
It's
Gio-
not the same one you're saying?
read it up.
Oh, no, it's the same one. Sorry.
Okay.
My apologies to.
I don't accept your apology.
Well, you know
So
what?
I think we all agree, and I think JLB said it properly.
I usually
Is if we're gonna put money on it, we'd all pick Roman.
Roman. Yes.
But there's still a strong possibility where I think Randy might win.
Right.
But always in the case of Roman not getting pinned. So
You could put that on silent. It would
Roman not getting pinned. So
I
that's the
can put
fatal
you on
four-way.
silent.
Let us know what you think. Who's going to be your predictions for these matches going on tonight? Let's move on to the U.S. title match between Logan Paul and the prize fighter Kevin Owens. What do you guys think happening in this match? I think this match might be a show stealer.
Yes. I do
There's
agree with that.
someone.
That's fair.
I forgot who said it. There was a documentary. I think that someone says when they see Logan Paul, they see Owen Hart. Oh, it was Mark Henry. Yes, that's what he said.
Wow.
That's a big compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's a huge compliment.
Huge compliment.
But
For sure.
And I don't like the guy, but I love Owen. But anyway,
I think because Owen was agile and was
Right.
kind of a bit of a high flyer, especially earlier on
Mm-hmm.
in his
Right.
career. So I could see maybe the comparisons.
Well,
But I think Logan Paul
Logan Paul's a better heel.
probably a better heel and probably a better all-around athlete also.
Yeah. Sorry.
kickers are killing.
Rest in peace, Owen.
But not wrestler. We didn't say he was a better wrestler. We said he's a better heel and a more
all around
athlete.
Yeah.
So I don't think Owen Hart, with all the due respect that he deserves and that I do give him, I don't think Owen Hart could last in a boxing match against Floyd Money Mayweather.
My wife commented saying Logan Paul is going to cheat and win. Well,
Probably.
I have teached my wife well.
Yeah, probably. Because that's what heels do. They cheat to win. So probably that's what happens. I'll go with my prediction right away for this match, and I definitely will predict Logan Paul wins this match.
But really?
Well, I mean, KO doesn't need it. I don't know what they're going to do with KO for Mania. But
Well, he did sign a new contract with WWE, Logan.
And apparently a full-time.
Full time. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Oh, wow.
full time meaning full time, or full time meaning I pop up when I want.
No, that's part-time.
Yeah. So full-time meaning
So Roman's on full-time.
he'll be almost
Roman's
weekly.
on part-time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what it means is he'll be weekly on one of the shows,
Yeah.
SmackDown or Raw, and probably will be at all the pay-per-views. And people like him that have private jets at their disposal, there's no problem.
Yeah.
Right.
It's definitely no problem with his other activities and his other projects
Podcast.
that he does.
Prime.
So what do you go with Logan versus KO?
I want Kevin,
I know you want Kevin.
but Logan's gonna win.
Okay.
Yeah, Logan. Logan's right.
Perfect. So let's get to the money, baby. Money. So
By way,
the
we were betting on
Mets.
it too. So
The Mets. My God.
The New York Mets.
The men's Royal Rumble.
it's in Tampa, but we're talking about the Mets, ladies and gentlemen.
So who do we got surprises? Who do you guys think we got as surprises tonight? Other than Okada, which we mentioned earlier on with the.
Well, we said
the comment.
Okada. We said Andrade.
Andrade also. I agree.
I don't think we're gonna see Brock.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Brock definitely would have been if not for the
Was a possibility. Yeah.
allegations. But now no bueno on Brocco.
So Barack is a no-go.
No.
Well, we never know, but
I doubt it.
I doubt it also.
I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be as many surprises for the men. I think.
I think The Rock is a strong possibility to enter the Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's why I wanted to say. You just reminded me.
Number 30. Watch out for number 30. So whoever picks number 30 in their pool later on, I think there's
Big
a strong
money, big money.
possibility. Look, right now on the screen, we're seeing how many men do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 10 to 12 guys announced. So all the rest, which is 12, which is 18, right?
Yeah.
To make 30.
Yeah.
My math is horrible. So another 18 people that they don't show on the screen. So there's some strong possibilities of
Rock.
some. I see The Rock as number 30.
Okay.
I see The Rock as number 30 with a strong possibility.
I just want to go back a bit. I think after the Roman match, The Rock is gonna show up.
That's so early though. It's kind of weird.
No. Why is it too early?
Because it's the second match of the night.
Okay, I'm not saying he's gonna go in the ring. He's just gonna show up and say, "Hey, I'm here." Just a little.
Well, no, I think that would work for the end of the Rumble when he wins the Rumble and then boom.
How about this?
I don't think he's
faces,
gonna. I don't
and
think he's gonna. Wrong.
How about we?
Well, I know, but I'm saying that's the only way it would look kind of cool.
I'm pulling some kind of booking straight out of my head here, and I'm gonna go
Shreds your head?
off the top of the dome. Yeah, I'm gonna go off the top of the dome here. We all remember how Becky lost at the Rumble 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? And then she ended up losing the title. Losing the title.
Right.
And then coming up and being in the Rumble and winning the Rumble, right?
Yes.
Right.
So could it be?
Could it
be? And we saw Brock did that too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So could it be that Roman loses, like we were explaining before? Randy pins one of the other two without Roman getting pinned, which that makes Paul Heyman go talk to whatever, Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce or whoever, get Roman in the Rumble. Roman comes out number 30, and then The Rock comes and keeps Roman from winning the Rumble. Now that's some elaborate booking there. So don't forget, this is recorded, huh?
And we have another comment. We have another comment. I can't. Oh,
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yes. That has to be Steven. That has to be Steven.
Steven.
What was this one?
Goldberg. I think he meant Goldberg.
Oh,
basically.
okay. Okay, so
Could be both. You never know.
I don't know. The way Goldberg has been talking recently, I don't know.
What?
I don't think Triple H was ever a big fan of Goldberg. Even I
Yep.
think Vince McMahon absolutely loved Goldberg, but I don't think Triple H did.
What do you guys think of Jacob Fatu?
I absolutely love Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
I love what he does in the ring. I love his look. I love his personality. I think there's some logistics problems with WWE hiring him.
Well, he works for Booker T now.
Well, he works for Booker T, but I mean, with past, not accusations, actually convictions. I think he was convicted of a.
Really? Oh, this is news to me. I don't know.
So I think there's been problems because I don't see why WWE wouldn't go and pick him up already.
Because
everything makes sense.
Well, the last article I says that Booker T is working hard for him to get ready for the WWE.
Oh yeah.
So it's sooner or later.
I think there's strong possibility he ends up one day. Personally, Fatu was arrested for robbery as an 18-year-old kid.
Well, 18. My goodness.
No, he's not that
He's
old.
young. Yeah, he's not that old. He's
How old
like
is he?
26 or something.
Oh yeah, I thought he was in his 30s.
Jacob Fatu's criminal record could keep him out of the bloodline. So that's where I had seen that. So that's why I'm thinking maybe let the cards go down a bit because there's even the younger brother of the Usos and Solo.
Right.
That him too is kind of
Solo could win the Rumble.
And there's also
Solo is a strong possibility also.
there's
Yeah.
also
They're pushing him
or
very
even
hard.
Gunther too.
there's also Manga's son who is
Yes, Umaga's son also. So the bloodline or what
it's a never-ending bloodline.
what Raku
Kaku.
what Rikishi calls the Samoan dynasty.
Right.
More and more possibilities of these people coming up. So so yeah,
There
that's strong
could
possibility.
be something too with Ava. I think it's Ava. Right?
The Rock's daughter.
Rock's daughter,
Yeah.
the youngest GM in history.
Being the youngest GM in history, and why she was chosen to be aside, the whole nepotism thing.
I thought she was an assistant to Sean.
No, she's like
She's the NXT GM.
She's the
GM.
GM. Oh, okay.
so there, and then we saw a while back too. Paul Heyman was talking to her, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we definitely could be seeing someone from the bloodline, perhaps.
Well, maybe
Come
the way
to the Rumble.
to continue the story that
Like,
Kid Crazy was saying, what if Jimmy wins the Rumble and gives it to Roman?
Jimmy wins the Rumble and
He gives his contract to Roman for if Roman loses the title.
yeah.
That could
That's a strong possibility. Yeah.
that could work, but they would want to at least do the match, Or okay, but he gives it to Roman,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then Roman's gonna be like, "Well, I guess I already won," and then if you smell,
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then yeah. That's a
But
strong
then again, that's
possibility.
for the title. But then if it's for the title, The Rock isn't going to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, The Rock doesn't necessarily have to win.
I don't
to
think
be
The
there
Rock is going to win
title.
either way, but I think just if it's for the title, it just gives it away. Gives it away.
Yes, but
Well, not really. Everyone will think Roman.
well, maybe The Rock would win. Maybe The Rock would win the title.
Why would The Rock win the title?
I don't think it would go over well with the fans.
Yeah,
Even though they absolutely
and
love
Cody
The
would
Rock,
be so pissed.
and the Rock being part of the people want The Rock to be part of the business,
Who's this here?
but I don't think they want him to be champion and just not be there.
It's Philip Roberto
Hey,
saying on YouTube, saying tag team match Vince and Laurinaitis versus Woods and Maddox. Who you got?
Who against Vince and Laurinaitis?
I think we need a touch on that one.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
That's
thank you.
a good one for
Paulo.
Philip Roberto there.
and this one here.
And that one says Zac Efron, surprise number 30.
Zac Efron, guys, for people that don't know, he's the actor that played Kevin Von Erich
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing movie. ladies and
on
gentlemen.
in the movie Iron Claw, which
Oscar
some
winning.
people are calling
Oscar
the
winning.
more, maybe, I don't know about Oscar winning, but that are calling it the
It's
most
not
realistic wrestling
Yeah.
Yeah.
you've seen in the movie.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying. So apparently very impressed by the work that these actors put in to perform these matches. So, hey, I'm all for Zac Efron showing up at the.
I'd rather
Rumble.
see Hulk Hogan on number 30.
No, oh my God, that's a rumor that's happening though.
What you
He's
gonna
in his
do, brother?
hometown.
I think he was just teasing everybody, and I don't think
He's gonna come down with his little cane.
I mean, look, I don't mind him being there. I don't mind him announcing some stuff. Do not be in the room.
No, do not be in
Hogan,
the
I just, for your safety,
What?
like,
What's your problem, brother? Aren't you a
he can't do
Hulkamania?
anything. He can't do anything.
How do
He
you
can't
know?
it. Like, what do you mean?
he can barely walk.
He can barely walk. When
He just has to.
There's nothing to do anything. How is he going to get out of the rumble?
He still has the.
How are they gonna throw him over the
How
top?
are they going to throw him over the top?
Because he's not. He's gonna win the Rumble.
Moving on. So other surprises. Other surprises. I think we've mentioned. Like I've mentioned, The Rock. Who do I think? What time is it? See, okay, 7:15. Let's go with our predictions.
Yeah.
So for the match, who do you think is gonna win, and who do you want to win?
Okay, who do I think is gonna win? I'm trying not to think what they're saying because there's a lot of options. Now, before all this happened, I said it was gonna be Cody, but then CM Punk
Came back.
came back. Then the rumors of Gunther came in.
You know there's an N, huh?
Sorry,
You know there's an N in Gunther.
Gunther. Okay, Walter. I'm gonna call him Walter.
The Ring General.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with Walter Gunther, who's gonna win. But I would love if LA Knight won.
Okay.
If he's in it.
If he's in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going with Gunther as who you think,
Yeah.
and LA Knight, who would you want?
Yeah.
You would want? Okay. What about you, Jay, Mr. JLB?
I'm going with what they're saying. However, it is going to be Lex Luger and I think Bret Hart all over again.
Oh,
The two.
I like
Oh,
this.
okay.
And it's going to be Cody CM Punk.
It's gonna be a. It's gonna be a.
Interesting.
It's
It's going to be a double thing, and then that's where you maybe might even get the Cody CM Punk at Perth, because
Yeah.
that's a big enough event to do
Yeah.
to see who will
Sometimes.
actually face.
Sometimes you actually say things that are actually smart.
I know it comes and goes though, so you got to be here for when it happens.
I think that's
Yeah.
that's
Be
a
here,
strong
95-15
possibility,
Friday.
and that's a good. That's
Okay.
good booking. That's good booking. I believe.
CM
So.
Punk also did mention that as a troll story on
Oh.
his Instagram.
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't follow him.
So
I don't like Phil.
why would he put it out there if that was the case too?
That's what you think is gonna happen, right?
That's what I think is going to happen.
And if you were booking the show, who would you make? Who would you like to see win?
Let's. We gotta have the Jeopardy.
What's up, guys?
How goes
Yeah,
how
we're
goes
gonna
it?
finish in 2 minutes.
Finish in 2 minutes.
So, who would you like to win?
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Gunther.
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 I'm gonna go with Gunther.
Okay, I'm going with CM Punk, who I think is gonna win.
Okay.
And who would I like to see win? I would definitely like to see, and this is a
MJF.
good way to finish.
MJF.
No, I would love to see MJF, obviously, but that's my surprise pick. But I would definitely go with L.A. Knight. Yeah. All right,
Really?
guys.
You're
So
going with LA Knight.
yeah, I'm going with LA Knight.
Wow.
That's who I would want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see win. I'm a huge LA Knight fan. LA Knight, yeah. So, guys, one last call. If you guys want to make it down, we still got 45 minutes to the Rumble.
Yep.
95:15, Hochelaga, come on down. Food, drinks, Rumble pool, everything included. Let's do this.
Let's go.
From me, Kid Crazy, JLB, Big Red, signing off. Have a good Rumble, boys. See you next time. Peace.
One little warning next time, huh? Still on here.